My name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of our Return of the Giants 5th Edition Homebrew campaign.
Hi, my name is Matt. I am playing as Niles Silverwind, the Homebrew Way of Sympathy monk.
Hi, my name is Ali, and I'm playing Lyra, the Eladrin Spore Druid.
G'day, I'm Brandon. I'm playing Grimmaw, the Molder, the Necromancer.
Hi, I'm Arsenio, and I'm playing Thyra, the Fire Genasi Cleric.
Hello, my name's Christian. I'm playing Bartholomew of the Liang clan, our Oath of Devotion Paladin.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Ember, a wildfire druid.
Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello, everybody. Hello there. Welcome back to the Lost Archives. It is wonderful to see all of your gorgeous faces. We are back playing the premier homebrew D&D campaign, Return of the Giants, and boy, do we have a good session for you this week. It's been a big old week in Lost Archives world. We've had the second episode of our Cosmere campaign on Monday and the second half of our Session 0. We now have fully fleshed out characters ready to rock and roll, which means we'll be switching over to Demiplane for all the character sheet needs from here on out. And the really cool thing about Demiplane is you can actually share the character sheets as like a static link, so that as the players update their characters and go through things, the link will stay the same and we can add them to the wiki. And if you want to check out their characters as they grow, see the actual stats and things like that, you can see it and it doesn't make any edits or changes to the sheet itself, which is pretty damn good. So that is really, really fun. Unfortunately, Matt's not going to be with us next week and the week after. And the week after that? 3 weeks, yeah?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
He's fucking off to have fun in Japan. So, I mean, enjoy, you bastard.
Hey.
Have a great time, you piece of shit. We will miss you, and we'll see which one of your characters survives when you get back. Other fun news, Pokemon Legends ZA. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting weird hate online. Do I think it's a perfect game? No. There's very few perfect games I've played. But at the end of the day, what makes a good game? I would argue it's having fun. Am I having fun playing Legends ZA? Fuck yeah, I am. It's great fun. I'm really enjoying myself. I think it's really good. Genuinely. I really, really enjoy it, and I've enjoyed my time in it. Ali, you've played more than me. A fair bit more than me. How you doing?
It's good. Like, it was fun, and it takes a lot for me to keep focus in a game. And so the fact that I was able to sort of keep focus for about 50 straight hours, I think it says a lot.
Yeah.
ADHD approved is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was watching it, and it was probably the funnest one to watch being played, so it was more than just watching a menu screen happen, and you were actually moving around doing stuff. So I was like, okay, it's pretty cool. I see the arguments of people going, it's like a dead city, it's not big enough, or you can't go into all the buildings. Well, that's never been a Pokemon thing. You haven't been able to go into all the buildings. It's not like
and
Dark
the
Souls
city...
where it's I see a big building over there, I'm going to walk in there.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
And I would like to add that the city changes as the game progresses. The stuff in the city changes as time moves forward. And so the city in the first sort of 2 hours or 3 hours of the game, it does seem pretty empty. That's because by the end of the game, a lot of what you're seeing is different, has changed due to that urban redevelopment program that's kind of the main through plot of the game itself. I do genuinely think I think it's worth it. I think it is worth playing. I've really enjoyed it. And if you want to watch more and you want to see if you enjoy it before you jump in, I've got some great news. I have a video popping up right there that you can go click on right now that will take you through to my playthrough of ZA. Yep, this side. It's good. I also have some beginner tips for those of you who want to get into it. There are ways that you can really help yourself out with some early decisions. Going and gathering the colourful screws after Mission 5 will make your life so much easier. It maximizes the experience, money, and mega crystal gain, which means that you are in a really good position to minimize the busy work and minimize the grind, which I've got to say, out of all the Pokemon games, this is one of the lesser grinds. It's pretty easy to level up. I hear at later levels that changes, I should say.
What rank are you?
Me? In which one? My personal playthrough or the stream playthrough?
Why not a bit from column A and B if you don't mind. The
personal playthrough, rank F. Stream playthrough, rank V.
Cool.
I will add, in the competitive online mode to get Greninja, rank K. Because what you do is you hang back You let the other bozos attack each other, and when their health drops down to red, you rush in and shoot in attacks from afar. Mega Dragonite, Mega Charizard Y, chef's kiss. You can clean up all of those suckers every single time. It's the best. Because you don't have to fight. You can just run away from the battles in the online mode, which is what I do, like a little bitch. And that's why I win.
Or you can be an asshole. You bring out Gengar, toxic spikes everywhere.
Yeah, just everywhere. Yeah. I've also seen that strat, and it's very funny. Also, Mega Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I might just do that for fun.
I think so.
Yeah,
I do
great.
Mega Gengar.
So
I think the other thing to note about this Pokemon game is that it's technically a cross-gen, right? They designed it so that there is a Switch 1 version. It may not be good, right? It may not run
Switch
well.
1 version.
But the fact is that there are two. So
Yeah.
I mean, the argument was made that ZA is a good game, but like really it could have been an amazing game, right? Like,
Agreed.
and I think the next one and the one after that,
Yeah.
when they're Switch 2 exclusive, I think there'll be a massive jump in quality.
The leaks
haven't
about
played it yet.
Pokemon Wind and Waves. I don't want to talk about leaks too much, but if anyone has seen them, I can see Dave has. Mate, it's hard not to get hyped when I saw those. And the fact that the Pokemon Company like cease and desisted to have them taken down, I don't know. That seems like they might be legit, doesn't it?
Oh, I reckon they might be onto something there.
Yeah, it's the first
When
time
has
they've done
Nintendo
that.
ever been litigious?
No, but this is the first time they've ever cease and desisted leaks to be taken down off a website. I don't know. That's interesting. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong about that. Citation pending. What my client was trying to say is it's his opinion and he knows nothing. Please don't sue me, Nintendo.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. Awesome. Let's jump into the session. We've got 2 apologies for tonight. Christian is unable to make it. He's had a quote-unquote wedding emergency. I'm looking forward to finding out what that is next week. Stay tuned. And Jared is on his way back. He's had a bit of an emergency at work. There's been some crazy weather down in Melbourne, so I think he's been...
Oh yeah. No, it's been ridiculous all day today. Really windy.
Saw a video of a person being hit with a gust of wind that blew them into the middle of the road while cars were driving. That was terrifying.
Yeah.
100-kilometer an hour
Yeah.
gust, I think they estimated. He literally picked up this person, just threw them into the street.
It's been a little bit inconsistent across Melbourne, but yeah, some places have been hit harder than others. It wasn't too bad here in the scheme of things, but yeah, it was pretty hectic earlier on today. It's calmed down a lot now, but yeah, it was crazy for a while.
This is what happens. Like, you move down too south, you're too close to Antarctica, the weather's wilder down there.
Yep.
Just by the danger zone.
I do
Sorry,
want to point out.
How many floods have you guys had in recent memory?
How many floods have we been affected by?
Well.
Well, okay, fair.
All right.
We've had
like, it's
floods.
only happened.
But I just
maybe
want to say,
4
mate,
times in
another
60 years.
reason to convince you to move up back to Gold Coast. Climate change affects the center of the planet, the tropics, and the equator far less than it does the extremes, the poles.
Okay. Well,
You just get used to being sweaty all the time.
You leave me no.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, there you go.
After a while, you quite enjoy the sensation of a slick body. Let's do our recap and let's jump into the session. Previously, the Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, is taking on the threat posed by the return of the Giants. After quieting the fury of a malfunctioning fire giant energy siphon on a volcanic isle, the party have returned home to Oxenfurt. Having recovered their companion Harry from the Cloud Giants, the team now plan their journey northward. Travelling via teleportation from Seastride to Oxenfurt, the team quickly checked in at the Guild's headquarters before travelling with Loki to meet with Sinmare, Princess of the Storm Giants. Learning from her that the Thing is fracturing and the giant clans are headed for chaos, Sinmare tasked the party with heading north to investigate the Frost Giants, as the sea ice far to the north seems to be growing at an alarming rate. After Grimm accidentally came into contact with Harry's Heartstone, quote unquote, the team learned a little more about the true nature of Hadar. However, there are still far more questions than answers. After checking in with Griswold and binding Bastion teleportation coordinates to their Heartstones, the team spent some time preparing to depart, organising items, and catching up on all that has happened so far. Now, Dave, you weren't with us last session. You have been gifted an advantage by chat, so feel free to mark that off now. And there was a little sequence involving Harry, Grimm, Figment, and
Jimmy.
Grimm's... Would you call it Jimmy? Sorry, Grimm has named the entity Jimmy. Hadar, something else. The outshot of that, Harry, a TLDR for you. or TLBR, too long didn't bunny. The creature, whatever it is, the entity living inside or connected to Grimm's Heartstone is just part of it. The main body of it is out in the astral sea, slowly making its way towards Nostea. It has been doing
it sounds
so.
very Hadari.
Has been doing so ever since Grimm first connected with the corrupted stone, and it wants to eat Figment, and it recognizes Figment as something familiar, some part of it, and it wants to eat Figment. Figment has not been consumed. Grimm was able to convince, I hate saying this, Jimmy, to back down.
I'm getting a lot of Eldritch, like HP Lovecraft, a bit of like Junji Ito sort of thing. Like there's that story from Junji Ito where like a person's looking up at the stars and they see a star and then they see it look back at them and then bad things happen.
I will be honest, a lot of this stuff, particularly the stuff in the Astral Sea, is very inspired by my love of cosmic horror. I have a deep, profound joy and love of cosmic horror. So,
blessed my soul.
Noted that.
Chef kiss right there.
Yarlatup has come.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, big fan. Harry, what were you going to say? Or Dave?
Does Figment want to eat Jimmy?
Figment recognizes that any attempts to try and connect to or drain Jimmy will end very badly for him. And as such, he recommends extreme caution when dealing with Grimm's Heartstone.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Griswold touched the Heartstone, and he lost all power to his facility. And you liken the power of his facility to like a small star.
Well, his words were it was like the equivalent of like a small sun that he just like lost immediately.
And did Jimmy seem happy by that?
Yeah, Jimmy was stoked, right?
I think he was a bit smug about it.
Smug is the word. Yeah. Like it's like in Baldur's Gate 3 when you cast Hero's Feast and you get the status fully stuffed, or like what's the thing it says? I can't remember what it says exactly. It's bad. Double entendre, but like for sure, like the status effect on Jimmy was like comfortably stuffed.
Oh, and it's also worth noting that like Griswold is really worried, like really worried about all of this. Like we're like, why are you so stressed out? And he's acting all erratic, and he's like, oh well, like the black entity in the sky, possibly named Hadar, is now moving towards Nostea at a rapid pace. And we're just like, oh, when did that happen? Oh, like 10 minutes ago. And we're like, oh, we spoke to Jimmy 10 minutes ago. Oh, okay. All right.
We had a good chat then, Harry. Not related.
Yeah.
So, player kill anyone?
I'm gonna let you know right now. That's not gonna help you. You can.
Yes.
But also you've seen what happens. You've seen what happens to things that die in Grimm's presence. Consider your options is all I'm gonna say.
That's fair.
I haven't seen Grimm die in Grimm's present.
Not yet.
Oh,
we might get to
Grimm die in the same place as Grimm at the same time. Is it the real same person?
I've got a question.
That would be Grimm.
Did Grimm survive his night on Nocturnus?
Spooky
Is he being
ghost.
puppeted around?
Oh my.
Just a question. You know that no living thing can survive on Nocturnus overnight. Grimm has. My question is Grimm living?
Dead on the inside.
Just a question. Carry on. So, where we left off last week, a number of you were looking to do a bit of trading with Howls Under the Earth, getting things prepared. Bart had gone through and organised a bit of a trade of some items. He's got some leftover things that he's already given to Howls that we're going to use as a bit of a group inventory. By the way, if you look into D&D Beyond and open up your inventory, there is now a group inventory that all of you share across the campaign. The way I'm going to do this is that your bag of holding, Griswold has now enchanted your bag of holding. It is now bound to the pockets or bound to a bag at each of your waists. It's the same opening that connects to the same bag. And so all of you can reach into a little bag of holding at your belt and pull out the same item. Dave.
So we had 2 bags.
Perfect.
Which bag is bound to that?
Whichever one you want. You may as well just have him like, clone the bag. Just clone the bag and have all the bags be links. Like, let's just make life easy.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
So it's all a shared.
We emptied one bag into another bag.
Yeah.
Does anyone see updates to the party inventory when I do that?
I do not.
Everyone
see
can
that.
see the updates.
I can't
if you
even
refresh.
see the party inventory.
So go to inventory. Go to inventory, Lyra.
How do we get to inventory?
So you know on your character sheet how it's got your stats at the top, and then it's got your initiative and armor class, and then underneath that it's got actions, spells.
Oh, in the D&D
inventory.
Beyond one.
Yes, not in Roll20.
Have you looked in there lately, Owen?
Yeah, I looked in there just before. Bag of dicks is what it says.
Oh,
With an axe.
As you reach into the bag of holding Grimm, you feel something fleshy and tubular brush against your fingers, and then you watch as about 100 of these fleshy appendages fly out of the bag and smack you in the face one after the other, just repeatedly.
This is the bagmen. This is like just a bag of bagmen, and
it's
just,
funny. Bag of dicks. I like that with the O and everything. Wow.
I vote we leave it.
100%. It's great. No, leave it.
Well, I will rule now, just for future shenanigans. The bag of holding, technically it's all the same opening, so you cannot do the trick of putting one bag of holding inside another bag of holding. So all of your little pouches, it's the same bag of holding. If you put it inside the bag of holding, it's just immediately expelled. It doesn't cause an explosion or pull everything into the astral plane. It doesn't do that. It's not like two different bag of holdings.
When Harry puts his hand in the bag of holding, does it come up from someone else's bag of holding?
No, it goes into this little pocket dimension where all of your stuff is stored. But if two of you put your hands in at the same time and think of each other's hands, you can hold hands through the bags of holding. By the rules of the bag of holding, as long as you think of the item that you're reaching in to get, you can find it. So
do we all have a shared bag of holding now?
Each of you has a little pouch at your waist that connects to the same bag of holding, interdimensional space.
So if I met Niles' hand in the bag of holding and I pulled, would Niles come out inside out?
No, because he's not.
Would he
The
come
aperture.
through the bag?
No, the aperture's not big enough. It's not big enough for a person to be pulled in.
So if Niles put his beak in,
yeah,
and I imagine Niles' beak, and I pulled that out, he could talk to me, just with like opening his beak.
Oh,
I would allow that.
Or just being a smart ass.
There are consequences. There are consequences of putting your head inside a bag of holding. Those consequences still apply.
Just his beak. Just his beak. I didn't say head.
He still breathes through it. That's where his like.
Yeah, I love that you're just like,
is.
I'm just fucking around, and Owen's just like, no, I'll allow it. It's just like
the timing, though, the timing to imagine your beak and pull it out while you put your beak in there.
I don't want to put my beak anywhere in a small hole.
Especially when there's a bag of dicks in there.
Yeah.
Feels like Dixon here.
Love that.
Can we cast spells through the bag?
No.
Like,
No. This
so
is a
linking
way.
tattoo and
No, this is a way of me
touch
explaining
base.
the shared inventory and having a mechanical way for you to access the shared inventory. Don't push it.
Okay, thank you. It would be nice.
Yes, correct. Now, there are some items that you've still handed over to House that you're in a bit of a surplus. Now, we're having a bit of a talk about some magic items. Lyra, you had originally approached House before you left for your journey, looking to commission a couple of items. However, as you head down to go and chat to House, she is rather excited to speak with you, having recently come into possession of a staff that had been left behind by Nucius, the Furbolg Druid, who previously had been employed to look after the dragon eggs that you'd recovered during the course of Tyranny of Dragons. Now, Nucius had left a little note with this and specifically said, this is an item for a druid. It's not really something I need. Maybe check in with Lyra. And as House takes you over and shows you the stuff, Nucius has written a very detailed account of what this item is. Essentially, I can display the item if you like. Actually, why don't I do that so you can see what it looks like in the chat? Wait, can I do that now that I've said this? Gosh, what if I can't? Essentially, it's a long quarterstaff, but the upper sections of it have started to sprout into this beautiful tree-like. Oh no, I've said that I can show it. Now I can't find it. There it is. Okay, I was spelling it wrong. How was I spelling that wrong? Questions for another time. There you go. There's the staff in the chat. Please feel free to enjoy.
oh, it's pretty.
It's a long boy. Imagine almost like a long staff, but the top of it has sprouted into a bonsai. Is the way to kind of imagine it. Lyra, I mean, this staff is very, very well made. This is an ancient magic item from a Druid circle from the distant past. It has 6 charges that can be used to cast certain spells. The cost of the spell is in relation to the actual like spell slot of the spell, but it's using the charges of the actual staff. You can also, as an action, plant it and turn it into a tree, and it will transform into a 60-foot tall tree that spreads out into a 20-foot radius. And you can turn it back into a staff whenever you want. Turn it into a tree, into a staff as needed. And it regains its charges at dawn, and it's a magic quarterstaff, so it gets a +2 to attack rolls and damage. You also get a +2 to spell attack rolls with it as well.
Fuck yeah. That's pretty good.
Oh dear. That's pretty excellent.
Now, Howls has most of the money to cover parts of the cost of this. The question is there any other stuff you're unloading for your inventory? Now is the time to do so.
So I've already given up the bismuth and other stuff that I had.
Yeah, feel free to take them out of your inventory. And from now on, any of that sort of stuff that's like worth gold and worth money, just chuck it in the shed and we'll do it from there. Unless it's stuff that you specifically want to keep for your character that's plot related.
Yeah.
And the giant armor, I think, was also given.
You'd handed that over to, the fractured giant armor.
I do have one other thing. It's a sample vial of silvery metal volcano or volcano metal.
Yeah. This is unrefined metal. It's not anamium. This is actually the precursor, one of the precursor metals used to make it. This is a bit of mithril, a bit of
Whoa.
Yeah.
I imagine I'm just sort of like rummaging your like around sort of through the bag, like seeing if there's anything else in there, like as you sort of do when there's random things that you've completely forgotten about in the bottom of your too big bag. And I just sort of like pull it. I was like, what's this? Oh, fuck. Forgot about this.
As you hand it over, Howls is very excited.
Yes, this is. I can use this for many things. This is brilliant. Unrefined adamantine. If we could forge this into mithril or into other things, this would be wonderful. Yes, this will cover the remaining cost for your staff.
With that, she hands over the staff of the woodlands. Please feel free to add it to your inventory.
Thank you.
Harry, we did not touch into detail because you weren't here last week, but as you finished that conversation with Grimm, Hadar / Jimmy, and with Figment, as the others sort of go to have a bit of a chat to Howls, I sort of had you head on down as well, have a bit of a look around the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're looking over the items that are kind of going through essentially the assessment and analysis, Howls has a collection bin for all of these items that have been gathered by the various adventuring teams to collect them and have them in position so they can be analysed and examined for what they're worth. And as you're sort of going through it, you hear Figment in your mind pipe up as he sees something and recognizes something in the collection bin.
Harry, wait, pause a second.
Harry pauses.
I think that item there, when no one's looking, pick it up. I might be able to do something with it.
Harry looks around. Is anyone looking?
At the moment, everyone seems to be really distracted. Cassius is having a really big chat with Howls. He's currently showing off his muscles. He's about to start doing some blacksmithing for her to get access to her forge. Everyone seems focused on that right now.
Harry waves his cloak over.
Yep.
And as the cloak is up, his other hand comes in and snatches what Figment is pointing at.
Okay. This is actually up to you. I sent you some things before. What is it that Figment is pointing at? Is it the bow, the cloak, the crossbow? What is it?
I was torn between the bow and the hood.
Yep, I thought you might be.
Yeah, because he's currently using a heavy crossbow.
You are.
But I can switch it to a longbow pretty easily.
Yeah,
Are you making me choose right now, right this second?
No, I'm not.
Okay. It'll be either the hood or the bow.
I will share what they are now because I think it's really cool for people playing along at home. So the options that I gave Harry, the ones that he's picking from are the Rogue's Mantle or the Glimmering Moon Bow. He's not elected to take the Starshot Crossbow or the Sword of Life Stealing.
Yes.
which I thought maybe the sort of life stealing might get your attention, but that's okay. No dramas at all.
I mean, I don't crit that often, especially since being a sword, I generally find I'm stabbing maybe 1/4 of the time and shooting.
That's true. You generally are
range.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even though I'm a swashbuckler.
Yeah.
The rogue's mantle of teleporting in shadows is awesome.
Yeah.
Dark vision extended by 60 feet, so I assume with my devil sight, then that becomes dark vision to 180 feet. How far can a normal character see?
120 feet.
Okay,
normally.
so in the dark, I'd be able to see further than I would during the day, effectively.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And antagonize seems like good fun.
Yeah, it's good spot.
But the bow with a +1 to attack is, I mean, we attack a lot, and that's always a +1.
Yeah.
And the target will always take an extra d6 if it hits, which is amazing.
With sneak attack as well, if you crit.
Yeah, with sneak attack, exactly. And then the arrow itself disappears. So I could assassinate, and no one will know what killed them.
It's magical ammunition, yeah.
Yes, so I'm leaning towards the bow, but I'll confirm.
That's
soon.
okay. That's all good.
Yes.
Grimm, you were requesting potentially some spell scrolls. Did you figure out which spells you wanted to get access to and record into your spellbook?
I know I wanted to request. What was it? Shield barrier? What was the spell again?
Or mage armor?
Mage armor. Sorry, mage armor.
Yeah.
Mage armor was the other one. Give me a second to think about my other spell. How many spells can I request? Just
as much as you can afford. So if essentially the way that it works is. Yeah.
I've only got 40 gold, unless I was given more gold at some point. But
no, I think that might be all the gold you've got. That's okay because the cost of the wizard spells to transcribe them in. I'll just pull it open here. So as you
10 to 20 gold.
Yeah, it depends on the spell slot. Hang on, let me just find the. For each level of the spell, the transcription takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces, but it's halved for any spells that are in your
necromancy.
school. Yeah.
So it'd be 25 for like a 5th level.
Yeah, so Mage Armor is a first level spell, so it would be normally 50 gold pieces, but if you are an academic of the Unseen University, you would already have a bit of a discount. It would only be 40 gold for you.
Okay. Yep. I can do that. Yeah.
That's
one spell I was going to get. It's the one I can afford.
Do you want to add Mage Armor to your inventory? And now, Grimm, all of a sudden, your armor class will be better than it would be if you had armor on.
That's crazy.
How did you not take Mage Armor? What are you doing with your life? Cool. We fixed it.
Okay, well, I misread it and I was like, oh, this sounds good. Because that's stupid. I know. It's been a while.
I mean, what did you actually want to buy? What was it? Elven armor.
Elven armor.
Yeah, I did want to get that at some point. I am wondering about tattoos as well. Like, how can I do tattoos?
So
that's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Did Inkspren actually end up setting up shop at the Night Hall?
Yes. As you explore, there is a section off from House Under the Earth's blacksmithing shop that leads to a staircase that heads up above the blacksmiths. It is a winding staircase. The corridor itself actually curves around the side of the building away from the blacksmith shop over the river, and you can actually no. I'm going to change this. Sorry, I'm going to do this again. Retcon that. There is a staircase that leads down to water level alongside the river, and half sunken into the waters of the riverbed is the new home of Inkspren, where she has set up her tattoo parlor. As you make your way down the staircase into the room, you can see that she has once again painted all these designs. This time, rather than these sort of simple corals rising up and forming this kind of this coral reef, now it is the depths of the ocean. And as you walk down, you can see these strange twirling shapes, bizarre alien-like creatures and flora that she has drawn here, representing the very deep ocean creatures of her home. If any of you were looking at magic tattoos, Grimm, I can send you through a whole book full of magic tattoos. They're pretty expensive. If you've only got how many gold left after your Mage Armor spell?
1.
You cannot afford any magic tattoos at this time. But it's something to think about for the future, and you can definitely... I'll send you through the book. You can look through it. It's the Tome of Mystic Tattoos. There's a second edition that's coming out shortly that we will also have access to. So once that comes out, I'll send that to you as well, and you can have a look through. Lots of really cool tattoos, for sure.
It won't let me learn Mage Armor. It won't let me learn another spell, I think.
Let me have a look. I can probably help with that. Grimmaw. Here we are. While I'm helping Grimm with that, is there anything else you guys would do to prepare, or should we... Yeah, Harry.
2 things. Super quick question.
Yes.
The glimmering moon bow.
Yeah.
Does it actually glimmer in terms of, because the it does 1d6 radiant damage? Is that like light, or can that be discreet?
It's very discreet. Very, very discreet.
I'll take the moon bow.
Yep,
and my second question is, do they sell ice cream in the food hall?
Ice cream.
Yes.
Not in the food hall of the night hall, but there is an iced creams pavilion that you went to with Inkspren. The same one that you got the flavors for before.
How
it's not
far
too
is that away from Inkspren's shop?
15-20 minutes from the night hall. It's pretty close.
So Harry would like to go buy some ice cream and as fast as he can bring it to Inkspren and hang out there.
Perfect. You now have Mage Armor. It's there.
Yay, thank you.
That's all good. Or it should be there. Hang on. Oh, okay. So you've got it as a spell in your spell book, but you'll have to delete one of your prepared spells because you can only have so many spells prepared to add Mage Armor. So I would probably recommend getting rid of maybe Grease.
Yeah, Grease I was thinking.
Or maybe one of your 3rd levels. You've got a lot of 3rd level spells and not a lot of 3rd level spell slots. You probably don't need Summon Undead and Animate Dead.
Yeah.
I know it's your whole thing, but I'll leave it with you. But you'll just have to prepare it. So you've now got it added. As soon as you rush down, Harry, you pick up the flavors and make your way back. It's a pretty cold day. The weather has turned in Oxenfurt. There is a chill that is unseasonal upon the air. And as you make your way through the streets, it should be heading into spring, but it is cold, colder than it should be this time of year. And as you make your way through, the ice cream stay perfectly fine as you rush on up to Inkspren. She is not with a client at the moment. You can see she is currently practicing what looks like a large linen parchment that she's sort of hung up across the wall, practicing a new tattoo design. And as you bound on in and offer her the ice cream, she's very happy to see you, very excited to receive the ice cream, very grateful that you have brought her a nice treat. And happy to see you, happy to spend some time with you, Harry.
Yep, we just hang out, doing our own things. Same thing, but separate.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. All right.
The only thing
Cassius.
I'll quickly just pitch in with. So Cassius is quite new to the adventure, so not much to look for. I do have 380 gold. The only thing I was looking to maybe do is enchant my. I had this glaive, the glaive, so I would like to make that at least a +1. It's probably the only thing I think I can even reasonably do. So
yeah. So glaive +1 is not going to be too hard at all. Let me have a look.
I cast Mage Armor, by the way.
Yeah, he's got it. There we go, everybody. He's there. So to make your glaive a +1 weapon, that's only going to cost you. If you've already got the glaive, that's only going to cost you 150 gold pieces.
Okay, cool. So I'll make that a +1. And if that's the case, I can probably do another one because I have all the things. Because my whole guy's thing is that he sort of switches through his weapons. It doesn't necessarily. It's just fun to do that, especially with the fighter having all these new abilities.
100%.
The other thing then I would make +1. Oh, that's right. I have a cool trident. I'll make the trident +1 as well.
All right, easy done. So if you got 300 gold, that's easy done.
Yep. Cool. I'll take that out.
Perfect, Amundo.
If it's not too late, I think Niles would probably hand over some of the components he's been holding onto for a while. He's probably more interested in maybe some like hand wraps, something that you can wrap around his talons. Specifically, wraps of unarmed power would be useful for Niles.
A peak.
Like a +1 at this point would be fun.
Yeah.
Well, +3 if you got it, you know.
Oh, you know, +3, throw it in there. Why not? You know.
Yeah, you have it. It's lying around.
There's unarmed power and unarmed prowess.
There is indeed. The prowess is, I think, is from the earlier module.
Things. They're exactly the same. Oh no, they're not exactly the same.
Slightly different.
The unarmed power changes it to force damage.
That's right.
That will cost you, Niles. Same, 150. Yep.
Yeah, I got that.
Done.
I do have it's probably more of the part. It's probably more of the party actually. Looking at the items, party inventory, because I've got like 10 meters of fine silk thread. I've got like the fragments of enriched metal still, and then we've got like a spool of electrum wire, like stuff like this. Like I don't know if that's something we're going to hold on to or not. Topaz set in animanium claw. That's interesting.
That's going to be worth something.
That'll be worth something.
Probably good to hand over and see if you can get some gold for that.
Yeah, probably hand over.
Now,
Find a pawn shop.
Did my figment thing not work before?
It did not work. No.
That's annoying. Oh, I know why. It did for the stream. It just didn't for you guys. That's hilarious.
Oh, there you go.
So, if I do it now...
Harry, have you chosen your weapon yet, Harry?
Nah, it didn't work.
Fine.
Yep.
It did.
Never get used
Chosen my what?
Not falling for your bullshit.
Have you chosen your weapon yet, Harry? Do you know which one you need?
Yeah. It's the moon bow.
The moon bow. Wonderful, Harry.
The moon bow.
As you reach down and pick up the bow, you watch, and as you pick it up with your metal hand, you watch as for a moment, this almost like shadow begins to leak from between your fingers. Dark, grey, glowing with green light. And as it envelops the bow, as you hold up your hand, you watch as the bow vanishes, breaking apart into these motes of light that disappear. As your heartstone glows for a moment, you watch as the bow summons into position right in your hand and then dispels again. Harry, this is a bow that is bound to your heartstone as long as you are, I want to say like following Figment's instructions, but as long as you are following Figment's instructions, you can summon and dismiss this bow as a free action.
As long as Figment and I are yes. Okay.
Yep.
So look, a bit of meta, but also not right. So the bow, it seems like it has radiant energy.
Yes.
How does that seem to be synergizing with Figment? Does he seem to be a radiant themed being, if that makes sense, or is it? The
radiance follows the same glow as your Eldritch Blast. It's this sort of greenish bright light, the light of the illusion magic, the hologram, if we're going to use our terms, the kind of holographic light that displays around Figment and appears around Figment.
Okay. Cool. The only other thing Harry would want to do before we leave town is there a lost and found in the guild?
Yes, there is a lost and found in the guild. As in you mean the bin that you were just going through to get the bow out of, the stuff that hasn't been assessed by House yet. There's also a bin of stuff that has been assessed by House but has been determined to be fairly useless. Did you want to look through that? Is that kind of what you
would love to look in the useless bin, and maybe tap on my use my wand, some bubbity bibbity boo, touch my eye, turn into a bit of a crystal.
Yeah, looking for magic stuff. Go ahead, roll me a D100. Roll the Dundred.
The Dundred? Dundred it is.
Do it.
Give that Dundred a roll.
What did I get?
34.
34.
As you look through this kind of reject pile of items, Harry, you can see a few things are glowing with magic. There are a couple of things here that are enchanted. Two of them are clearly cursed. You can see that Howes has marked them as cursed. Looking at the magic that's displayed upon them, it looks like there's a mixture of abjuration and some sort of like evocation magic. You get the sense touching those is not a good idea. But at the very back...
Harry considers for a brief moment about buying them and giving them the Grimm, but then decides against it.
Fair. At the very back of the bin is what looks like a goat's horn that has been carved and inlaid with these bands of what looks like quite a nice a brass, meant to look like gold but clearly isn't gold. It's kind of brass inlay of designs, and you can see that Howes has put a question mark, broken horn of plenty, but it is still glowing with magic.
Harry picks it up, gives it a rub.
As you pick it up, Harry, and give it a rub.
Aphrodisiac.
As you give it a rub, nothing happens, but you can see on the back, Howes has very helpfully written instructions on how to access. In this very delicate, flowing Tabaxi script, she has written,
Horn of Plenty, meant to provide food to those who reach inside, but this one only provides one type of food. Question mark broken?
What's the food?
Harry looks around to make sure no one's watching, just to make sure it's okay, and he
coast is clear.
Pops his hand in.
As you reach in, Harry, your fingers grasp a cylindrical object that is surprisingly turgid.
Harry gives it a good rub to get more information about what
there are
it is.
ridges over the surface of it and a few fine hairs as well.
Aww.
Harry discreetly pulls it out.
You remove a carrot from inside the Horn of Plenty. It is a little bit floppy. It's not bright orange. It's this sort of off yellowish orange color. The stem is still present and is quite flaccid. The green of leaves and stems, a bit flaccid hanging off. Looks like a vaguely it's a slightly old carrot, slightly aged carrot.
Wait. Is this an old carrot because it's been sitting there waiting to be picked up for a while, or does it just create old carrots?
Yeah,
well, I mean, Harry pulls out another. Harry reaches in and tries to pull out something else.
Your fingers touch a vaguely cylindrical object with ridges and bumps and fine hairs, and you remove another slightly old carrot from the Horn of Plenty.
I mean, this is great. If we make carrot bread,
Harry has a nibble.
Great carrot cake.
Harry, could you roll me?
My eye's still active. It's the carrot magic.
No. Could you roll me a D100 for the second carrot pull? I realized that we need to actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
When you pull from the Horn of Plenty, the broken Horn of Plenty, there are two numbers, a 1 and a 100, that I need to know if you get when you pull from the Horn of Plenty. 33. That's fine. Yeah, you pull out a slightly old floppy carrot.
Okay. Well, Harry has a nibble.
Oh, it's fine. It's a carrot that's been brought out of the ground a bit too soon. It's been left just a little bit too long to be that fresh. It's not fresh and crisp. There's a bit of it's a little bit of squidge to it. It's good. It's fine. It's fine.
Harry just finds a nice chilled area and just nibbles in his carrots and thinks about making carrot cake and carrot juice.
Yeah, these would be okay for carrot juice. As they've like aged a little bit.
They've already semi-liquefied.
They're not that bad, but yeah, they're not great. Harry, you can add a faulty Horn of Plenty to your inventory, every time you draw from it, I will get you to roll a D100, and it'll be carrots for 98 of the options. The 1 and the 100 though are special. We'll talk about those if they ever happen.
Sounds good.
Get a golden carrot like Minecraft.
Not on the 1.
Harry intends to draw a carrot every night before bed and every morning for breakfast.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So we've got
wow. We're going to
two
try
rolls
that
per
then.
day. Fuck yeah.
Sweet.
If you wanted to get into brewing, Harry, you could absolutely brew vodka from carrots. That is very easy to do. Carrots quite high in sugar. Yeast's quite happy to eat the sugar in carrots. It'll make vodka.
Oh, we have a bag of holding as well. I can brew it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, actually, you totally could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally could.
Harry, with a notepad, starts drafting up plans and processes.
Carrot vodka. You could make carrot wine, actually. Vodka would be hard. You'd have to distill it. But carrot wine, you could totally make. Like, wine yeast will happily turn carrots into wine.
Done.
Moonshine.
I'm going to go on a very quick rant and tangent here. there's a bit of a what's what I'm looking for? Arrogance amongst brewers that certain things are wine and certain things aren't. For too long, there's been a monopoly of grapes holding the position of wine. Here's the thing. Yeast don't give a shit where they get the sugar from. They'll turn sugar into alcohol any day of the week. You can use anything to make wine, quote unquote. You can use fairy floss. That is sugar. They will happily turn that into alcohol. You can use any fruit. You can use any vegetable. Literally anything with sugar, you can turn into wine. With time.
There you go.
And a bottle. Fun fact.
You heard it here first, guys.
You heard it here first.
Um,
Don't turn
Go make
poisonous
some
things
wine.
into wine and don't drink it. This is not the official position of the Lost Archives.
Make some durian wine.
I would. Oh god, very heaty. That would be very heaty.
That'd be nice.
Speaking of poisons,
Yes.
I would like to buy a poison kit, or if you want to say flavor-wise, that I can make really bad carrot juice or something. I don't know. But I'd like to buy a poison because I learned that sneak attack can do more than just sneak attack damage, but I need to have a poison kit to do that.
Yeah. So a poison kit. I'll just check how much it costs from the top of my head. I can't remember off the top of my head.
That's fair.
What's it
Do you
called?
have do you have training with the poisonous kit, Harry?
You will need
no,
proficiency
I do
to get
not.
the most out.
Sure.
Okay.
There is a feat called Poisoner that might come in handy for you here, Harry.
Yeah, that's all right.
So this
In the
one's pretty good.
meantime-
You get to increase your Dex or Intelligence score by 1. Whenever you make a damage roll that deals poison damage, it ignores resistance, and you gain proficiency with the Poisoner's kit, and you can expend to make like ridiculous poisons and lots of them. Equals your proficiency bonus.
That's pretty good.
I will consider it.
Those
Because
poisons
it says
deal
sneak attack,
2d8
poison.
damage. Yeah.
I can sacrifice a 1d6 sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
And add toxin, and it just says you must have poisonous kit on your person to use this effect.
Yeah. Okay. So a poison's kit only costs 50 gold pieces, so that's pretty affordable.
I might
Is
not
it
have
affordable
50.
for Harry? That's the question.
I do. I have 160.
Sweet. You can easily go and buy a poisonous kit, Harry. You would have connections in the Thieves Guild to go and do that. That would not even require much effort. You could literally just go to
I
one
was
of your
just
Thieves
wondering
Guild
that.
fences. Yeah.
Like, how easy is it to buy a poisonous kit? It's
Harry's
like
a
the
member of
1950s
the...
where anyone can have like
I know a guy.
DIY uranium lab or something.
Yeah. No, Harry knows a guy. Lyra, what
I
are you
know
going to
a
say?
guy.
I was going to say, in the meantime, until he got the feat, but then I realized that I'm not sure if that is one of the long restable proficiencies that Lyra can sort of pick up overnight. I was thinking, like,
As in
could you,
Eladrin.
like, pre-apply some poison for him? But
You just had an ASI in your level up, didn't you, Harry?
No, I didn't.
No. Getting confused.
No, I'm 2 levels away from that.
Ability score improvement. I got there.
the
I
next year.
really want the extra dexterity.
You can get the poisoner gives you a +1 dexterity. And the poison
Doesn't
stuff.
have an even number.
Oh, I don't know how to
Yeah,
help that.
well, I'll have a think about it. I'll do some metagame
So
planning.
thinking. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
What does it take to get a arcane grimoire?
Ooh, okay.
Shopping.
Let's have a bit of a look. From memory, Arcane Grimoire is a rare magic item.
It comes in like a uncommon,
There's different
common,
versions.
rare, or whatever it is. Yeah,
Okay.
+1, +2, +3, I think.
So, an uncommon Arcane Grimoire, the +1 is going to set you back about 320 gold pieces, Grimm. The rare version is going to set you back about 2,800 gold pieces.
Makes sense.
And the very rare is going to cost you about 28,000 gold pieces.
Got you. Let's rob a bank. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. I'm just imagining, like, yeah, I'm going through. I'm just buying little 40 gold for a spell. Yes, do this. Oh, by the way, Arcane Grimoire. How much?
Yeah.
Yes. Let me just go to my coin purse. I'll be back in 2 years.
There are other things that can give you the effect of the Arcane Grimoire.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Right. Tell.
Will hang around. There are things we can.
Okay.
I can seed some things in the world. As we know,
Mm-hmm.
if there are items that you're particularly after, let me know, and I can either put the components that you need to reduce the crafting of it in the world, or the item itself, depending on where you're headed.
Anything like to store spells or to like increase spell
Ring of
attack
spell
or
storing,
spell
something like
save
that?
DC. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Ring of spell storing
Ring of
is going to be
storing,
a couple
bottle,
hundred.
battle spell
It's
storing,
not going to be
something like
$1.
that.
It's going to be a couple
Oh, it could
hundred.
be $1.
It's not $1. It's not $1.
I know. I'm not buying anything more today. I'm
Think of the
poor.
future.
Quickly, the topaz claw thing.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Would that be an equivalent change for the wraps, or would I have to also chip in some cash for that as well?
Make me a persuasion check.
Beautiful. I'm so persuasive.
Easiest way to check. Remember, it's not a super hard DC. You guys are working for the same people. You're both working for the Tempest Guild.
Let me. My sheet is not open.
That's okay.
I'm very organized.
That's okay.
It's loading. It's loading right now.
Just a quick little.
Yes.
Just quickly, Owen. I've sold alchemist supplies that I had holy water ×2 in a poisonous kit.
Yep.
I did add them all in before, but they're not really going to be much use. I've sold them, and
Okay.
I'm just looking to also just make my great sword a +1. 150 gold.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
subtract
easy done.
that, and done. Yep.
Done.
I'll just
Easy.
roll it here. Okay.
Thank you.
No, it's all good. All right.
What's 7?
Okay, that's not super helpful.
It is almost what we need, but still at least 50 gold pieces off. Sorry.
That's okay. That's fine. No problem, House. I don't mean to inconvenience you.
I've got 35 if we can find a couple more.
I think Niles has the money.
I've got the money. Yeah. Easy. No, not a problem, House.
Which is Niles
much
opens
more
a
do you need?
bulging coin pouch, pulls a few gold down, slams on the table, passes over the gold claw. Easy done.
Fine.
Whilst the shopping's happening, do I have time to attune to that hood I picked off that Aarakocra that we murked?
Oh, yeah. The yeah. Have you got that added to your inventory?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
I
Yeah, so-
just have hood. I just have a hood in there. I don't know what sort of hood it is.
No. I'll share the actual item with you. Sorry, let me pull it open. So
Actually, no, I didn't put it in there. I think I just wrote it in my notes, like random hood. Don't know what it does.
you didn't give any more information than that. Classic.
I think it was something like gives you sneak or something, or
Yeah. It is
Okay.
I was going to find it really quickly. Sorry. While I'm pulling that open, yeah, it essentially gives you advantage on. I think it was advantage on stealth checks, and you can like hide in partially. You can like essentially like invisible in partial shade or partial night or dark. I think. Let me find it. I'll find it.
love that.
It's not bad.
Now I can really sneak up behind people enjoying their life. Brilliant.
That's it. While I am pulling that open, is there anything else we needed to do before we carry on?
Have we all
Cool.
rested as well? Like,
All of you have had a long rest while you've been in the guild,
Oh,
so all of you can benefit
okay.
from a long rest. Absolutely.
Good idea.
Yeah, Cassius is all good. He'll just keep hanging out with probably Howes, between Howes and Griswold.
Perfect.
That long rest that was definitely before the we picked up the items, right? Or was that?
You can have a long rest after. That's not a problem, and you can attune to your items. That's easy. I'm not an asshole. That's fine.
thank you.
Thank you, Owen.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm
Thanks,
struggling
puppy.
to find where I'll find this. I'll find this later for you, Grimm. I can't find where I've put it. I've put it somewhere. I'll find it.
I think just for the benefit of the rest of the party, I think Christian was also saying before he wanted to get like maps and stuff.
There are some things that we can.
I've got a map of Nastea, but it's not a detailed map.
I mean, we probably need maps of the north, I imagine.
That's
if we're getting
exactly
up
what he wrote. He's like, he wants
Yeah.
maps, any regions or cities of Northguard, or any regions or cities of the Theocracy, two ones that he got. And then he also wanted books on the different minerals and metals, the gods of Nostea or the Hells. So he's like, well, wanting to do some research, I think, by the sense of it.
Yeah, that's so. Let me pull it open. So the maps is super easy. That's only going to cost. I mean, you actually that won't even cost you anything because the guild has been keeping maps for a while now, trying to collect maps that they can use. So there are maps that you can
cool.
copy across or have. I mean, look, Leosin is there. He's happy to sit down and scribe some maps for you. So a map. that gives you a bit of a vague understanding of like the region of Northguard. At least gives you some information that you can use easily done. That's not even going to cost you anything at all. Where the frost giants are, no one actually knows. That's not going to be very easy to get. The frost giants last were seen were on these massive ships sailing towards the north, up towards the Arctic Circle, and then vanished. So no one knows where they are exactly.
Cool.
Regions and cities of the Theocracy, we can like that's easy to do. He would have that probably in his own. Yeah, that's easy enough to get. Books on minerals and metals. Gods of Nostea and the Hells for a total of 3 gold pieces. Grimm can pick them up from the Unseen University. No issues.
Easy. Yeah. I'd probably also, if Grimm was going to the university, Niles would probably, I think he's already put it in the bag of holding, but the primer, the Thurbold's primer, first edition book, the one from the library that he picked up from the dead wizard in their village.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. That's that would easily cover the cost of the books. That's not even going to cost you anything for the books. Then that's easy. Cool. I'm still trying to find
Thorvald's primer first level book of the Unseen University that belonged to that poor old wizard that got suffocated by the smog.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Theobald's primer.
Theobald, that's it.
Yeah, worth a bit of money. I cannot find this for you. Sorry, Grimm. I will find it for you, and I'll have it for you later. Awesome source. Anything else before we rock and roll?
I think I'm good.
Ali.
While we were having that long rest, would Lyra sort of be able to sit down with both her new sort of staff and sort of be focusing specifically on her resonance ability that she hasn't really used before, and sort of seeing if I can imbue it sort of into the staff?
Your sort of fungal magic?
No, the resonance, the cloud giant artificer resonance.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. As you do so, you watch as the leaves of the staff begin to fall. They turn orange and then fall off as mushrooms grow up the length of the staff, Lyra, as you infuse it with your fungal magic and giant resonance feature. Perfect.
Hell yeah. Cheers.
Nice. Awesome sauce. Okay. I think we might be ready to rock and roll. In that case, then, as you all enjoy a long rest in beds that are soft, comfortable, well appointed, you were able to enjoy a bit of a sleep in. Your minds untroubled by dreams and visions. For the first time in a long time, you enjoy a peaceful night's sleep. As you awaken the next morning and make your way downstairs, Grimm, you've been provided with a number of locations that you can teleport to using the teleportation circle at the guild hall, at the night hall. One of those is Northguard. All major cities that you can access, you can teleport to pretty freely. I'll bring you guys across to the map so that you can see.
I know you're very keen to get us to Northguard, but before we leave, I just want to make a point, because we still hadn't checked in with Azure about Zaylin, because I want to know if Zaylin has arrived or has been to the guild yet. So
I'm happy to do that before you do your long rest, as you catch up with Azure, looking for the maps, getting information on the maps. As you head on over to Azure and check in with him, Azure goes, Zaylin? Oh, yes, Drow Lady.
Yes. Did she come to the guild? Was she?
Yes. She came through not 4 or 5 days ago, maybe 6.
She didn't want to stick around? What was she doing? Was she asking for us? Or?
Yeah, she dropped in, said that you'd sent her stuff. She had a card. Always good. Gets you in the front door, the cards. Then I said that you weren't here. She was happy to wait. She had a look in our basement, dropped some stuff off, and then fucked off.
Oh, okay.
Did she ask if that was all right?
Yeah.
She didn't, because I didn't give her much of a chance to. I'm sorry. I was very excited to report that you were all doing well, and that you'd be very excited to see her when she came by. So she probably would have if I'd given her a chance to speak.
Do you know what she dropped off in the basement?
Looked like a bag, a traveler's pack, and some stuff. Oh, she had a message for you too. Give me back my fucking cloak. That's right.
That might be a bit of a challenge. Our friend Ed has that cloak, and he is not in the city with us at the moment.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Well,
Yeah, it's a little awkward. Okay,
I'm a
well,
little bit concerned.
yes.
I'm just thinking, lovely lady, lovely drow,
Well, she
just
seemed
with that
quite mean to me.
message- Yeah, I was being nice. Can we just, Harry, can we just go down and just make sure that there's no traps sort of on the stuff that she dropped off,
that might be wise.
just in case.
As you
I
head
think it's too
downstairs,
much, yeah.
head down a ladder into the basement. You can see, Lyra, the basement's changed since you were last down here. A lot of the stuff that Nucius had set up, that kind of demi-plane that he'd created, is now gone. The basement is back to its old, very sort of like overrun storage that has been set up. It's kind of the overflow for a lot of houses' storage for the blacksmithing, as well as all the random crap that had accumulated in the Night Hall over generations of ownership by this noble family before being passed to the guild. Over on a table are one very large backpack, one much smaller backpack, and a small card sitting in front of them that is folded over in front of the two bags.
Can we sort of help Harry do like a bit of like a trap investigation or, no tripwires?
I'd say a
Etc.
perception or investigation check, Harry, would do you well here, for sure.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I can do that.
You have assistance, so you get an advantage.
That
on this.
is... okay, that's good. That 2 5s on the dice, which becomes 14.
Harry, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any traps as far as you can see. No telltale trip lines or wires running from the bags. No crossbows arranged above the door, ready to shoot down at someone trying to open the bags. The writing on the card is very elegant and beautiful, but you can't quite make it out folded over. You're going to have to kind of pick it up and look inside to see what it says.
Harry picks it up.
In elegant flowing script, written in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish, Harry? I think you do, don't you?
Yes, I do.
As you read through, it reads, "Touch my stuff and I'll remove your fucking fingers, thief."
Harry kicks the bag now.
Do you kick the bag?
Well, no, that was a joke.
I
Like the chest.
It seems that she's coming back for it.
Post. Yeah, I think she's coming back. Maybe we should leave her a note.
Well, what should we say?
Didn't touch her stuff. Fingers are safe.
I would like to keep my fingers, or talons in this case.
Stuff has not been touched. We'll return cloak when we eventually cross paths. When we cross paths with Ember as well.
I love the idea of like a little card that says, "We owe you one cloak." It's like, here you go.
Lovely to hear from you.
Harry draws a little cloak on the corner of the card.
Oh, nice. Do you want to make me a sleight of hand check to see how good it is? I think this would be
With a
pretty
plus
good.
11, that is a net 1,
natural
making
one.
it 12.
Amazing.
You have the incredible idea of incorporating part of the text into the cloak itself. I mean, the drawing of the cloak, you don't want a little drawing of the cloak at the top. You're going to use the text on the card to make it the design of the cloak. And as you finish writing out the text, Lyra, and place the card back on the table, Harry takes out his like quill, holding it in a closed fist, dunks it in the ink, and then goes like draws all over the page. I mean, there was text there. It's now blotted and very hard to see.
It is
underneath.
now art.
It's now art.
Very avant-garde.
It's a Rorschach test right now. Yes, Harry, I see my mother in your drawing. It's incredible.
Do you see your mother in a lot of places?
No, just on your business card, yes.
It just jumps to fucking Suicide Squad. It's like everywhere. And you jump to Grimm's perspective, and all of you are Grimm's mother, but in your clothing as it is now.
Like a little old lady, 90 years.
That was one of my
that is
favorite parts of that
certainly
film. It's very funny.
Yeah, that is certainly a message, Harry.
It's the cloak. It's a picture of the cloak that we owe her.
Sure.
I see.
Sure.
Yep, Harry just walks off.
Did you actually ever see the cloak? Okay, he's gone.
It was dark.
What sort of
It was
cloak is
underdark.
it? What's so special about this cloak?
It was black.
It was black.
Okay.
Spider walk.
That is the best color, yes.
It was
I'd argue
technically
purple's better, but black's cool.
temporarily borrowed from this drow. Very, very temporarily. It's been what would you say, a week now? 2?
Maybe, yeah. Going on 2 weeks, I think.
She used me as bait.
About it.
She did use Harry as bait.
She sounds like a right bitch, doesn't she? Yes.
Yeah, well, she was a Shadowblade, and her sister killed her sister. But that's
Okay. Yes. The plot thickens. Yes.
we tried to. I mean, they did kidnap Harry. I'm beginning.
I got shot by a poison arrow and passed out.
Yes, and we did try to convince them to stand down, but trying to. There's a bit of a theme here, in case
eye for an eye. You poison me, I kill your sister. It makes sense, really.
Yes.
I'm not judging.
Water under the bridge. We did convince one of them to stand down. He's currently, hope he's doing quite well down there in the tower with the wizards and having a good old time.
I mean, wizards are the most fun party to have around.
That is true.
I'm sure he loves reading. I hope they love reading.
He probably would like it down there with the wizards that we met.
You've heard of the Society of Brilliance, Grimm, the group they're talking about. A group of researchers and scholars who are devoted to understanding all of the secrets of the Underdark, specifically the special magic that is down there. The Underdark is... The weave is different there. There is this magic called Phasarus, which is a weird version of the weave. It's very driven by psionics. It's much more responsive to thoughts and the mind itself. Something weird about the magic in the Underdark and the weave that is down there. And so the Society of Brilliance are determined to understand the secrets of it and the secrets of the Underdark itself. Generally considered by most surface scholars as a wee bit mad, kindly, and batshit
Makes
crazy, more accurately, because of the dangers of the Underdark and a bit of a misfits kind of situation. Like you end up in a Society of Brilliance not by choice most of the time, or by
ones accept you.
Lovely fellow,
Being crazy.
Remember, Lyra, when you got that really bad? I don't know what that was. It was a plant or something. We put it in the behir and it made it die. That was pretty fun. That definitely.
I didn't entirely forget about that. I kind of wish I still had a sample of that. I mean,
yes.
I know I was cultivating mushrooms down here before. It looks like they're all kind of.
Was that Ember that
gone?
I don't quite remember who acquired the very deadly
Ember
leaf.
had the sample he was growing.
It was Ember. Yes, thank you, Voice in the Sky. Very happy.
I'm your subconscious.
Very good. Thank you.
We don't talk much anymore, Niles.
Oh, you should talk more often.
He was growing.
Actually, not since the murders.
Oh, that was only a couple of days ago.
I was the
It's still
first
in the,
victim of your murder spree, Niles.
Oh my. Oh, we're shoveling that back down into the
Into the void.
Back in you go.
Yeah, get back in there. I don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah, no, I kind of wish we still had a sample of that. I mean, it seemed like it'd be very handy to be cultivating.
Oh, you would have loved it, Grimm. It turned everything necrotic and dead, and you would have loved it.
Very dead.
Very dead.
Well, okay, you might know me a little bit. I do.
Oh, I picked that up by a little bit.
I don't know what sort of sparked it a little bit, but you do have to show me your death plants, Lyra. That sounds rather interesting. Imagine necrotic energy for the weave flowing through natural plants. Incredible. Imagine a protective barrier of plants empowered by necromancy. Necromantic plants. Oh.
I'm pretty sure in some druid circles you would be burned alive for such lines of thinking, but
Grimm, I mean, this is necroplanty. The dream.
Necroplanty.
Necroplanty.
Oh, I love that.
I will say, you do know that there was a certain druid circle, the circle of the circle of blight, which was burned from the face of Nostea for trying to. Yeah, this is why the Circle of Wildfire exists. We discussed this more in Curse of Strahd, but there was a druid circle on Nostea called the Circle of Blight, which is all about like harvesting like blights, growing blights. This kind of like not that dissimilar from Spore Druid, to be honest, but less about the natural cycle and more about like exploring the the ways in which you could use druidic magic to provide limitless life. The other druid circles rose up against them, and the Circle of Wildfire was created to burn their corruption from the face of Nostea hundreds of years ago. There are no more blight druids, but Grimm, I mean, their knowledge, they could reanimate bodies with specially grown and harvested plants that would grow through the muscle tissue and replace it with vines and brambles and briars. Their secrets are
That's
lost
right. I
forever.
haven't braced anyone in front of Grimm. Hey.
Yeah, their secrets. What was that, Lyra?
These are secrets at large.
I was going to say, that's right. I haven't actually raised any dead since Grimm's been.
Oh yeah, you do it too.
You're just a person who has mushrooms growing from time to time, as far as I'm aware.
But yeah, technically they would have been necroplancers, so I guess there's that.
That's a thing. We're making that a thing now.
It's a thing now, exactly.
I'll make it as a subclass of wizard necroplancy.
Yeah. Plants vs Zombies.
Maybe that'd be like if you wanted to multi-class necromancer spore druid, that'd be necroplancy. I reckon that
makes sense.
That'd be pretty fun. It's not very. It's very ability score. It's very mad, multiple ability dependent. But hey,
It'd be fun.
I have the power to bring back dead plants. Whoa.
No,
Watch
Grimm,
out, Bunnings.
you have the power to bring back anything. I like your watch out
house.
Bunnings though. That's hilarious. Literally anything.
I could make Monster House a reality. Like an actual house because it's made of timber and it becomes a monster house. Remember the movie by Pixar, Monster House?
Oh yeah, it's like a
That
fat
one?
woman died in the
Yeah.
house and then became the house. That was so unnecessary.
Exactly. Yep. See, we can make it reality.
So fat phobic. All right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before you head on out?
Nah, that's probably it.
No, let's get going.
Awesome sauce. As you awaken the next morning, Grimm, you have your teleportation coordinates marked into your spellbook. Griswold has spent a couple of hours with you going through all of the glyphs that you need for each of the locations. You now have teleportation coordinates to all of the major cities on Nostea, should you need them. You will still need to cast the spell and use the spell slot, but you now have access to teleportation across many of the locations on Nostea. Use it wisely.
This is incredible power to have for a necromancer. This is brilliant.
If you mutter that to yourself as Griswold's teaching you, watch as he slowly turns towards you and goes, "Well, that was fucking ominous, boy. What are you talking about?"
Oh, just dreams. You know, you have dreams, Griswold, as like you as a young wizard. You're there studying and you learn your craft. Like, if I could phrase thousands of dead, I could just drop them where I wanted in an instant. I mean, you could. It doesn't mean you would.
My dreams do not go like that at all. I have two main dreams. One is that I don't have to get up for a piss in the night, which I do.
Okay.
The other main dream I have, the recurring one, is where I'm being chased by some kobold. 3 kobolds in a trench coat, one of which is wearing clown face paint. Oh, that one haunts me.
I mean, an idea. If we could bring in a little bit of engineering to the body of sorts like that. I've often thought about this. If you could just replace your bladder with a bag of holding, you would never need to wake up to piss ever again. It would just
until you filled the extraplanar space with your piss, at which point the piss would explode out of you as the bag of holding's capacity is breached. You would explode into a giant piss fountain.
What a fun way to go!
Is it?
You got yourself.
I'm not so sure that's true.
I mean, how much piss can a bag of holding hold? Has anyone ever tried?
I can tell you exactly how much. I can tell you exactly how much. I can give you the exact 500 pounds, which would be...
Wow.
500 pounds of...
Jesus.
What, 250
that
liters?
Would be...
There's the episode name, boys and girls. 500 pounds of piss.
226 liters. So we're really not that much. That's not a lot.
That's not a lot of piss. That's not a lot of piss.
I'm
That's
using
like a year's
water.
worth of piss,
It's
and then
actually
you'll
probably
explode.
it's actually probably a little bit less because I'm using water as the conversion, and piss contains lots of heavier elements that water does not. Lots of urea and uric acid.
That's so funny.
But
Yeah.
it would be maybe about 200 liters, 2 to 220 liters. So not like, really, you would only get, I reckon, a few months before you would violently explode into a piss fountain. Is this what you want, Brandon?
We just basically made the D&D colostomy bag. That's all we've done. Really.
Yeah.
It's just a bit bigger.
But you wanted to replace the existing bladder with it and like have it implanted inside a person. I just don't think this is a good idea. Griswold is going to share all this with you, all of the science with you, and finish it with, you know, I've met a number of weird people in my time, Grimm. I just want you to know, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you are the weirdest I have ever met. And I have been to many planes.
I mean, I do appreciate that. It does take a rather exuberant sort to decide to wear bones around town and not be called out for it that often. So
I mean,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Niles will probably like come in at this point over here, this last part of the conversation. Whoa, even weirder than our friend Riz. That's quite the accomplishment. Wow.
No, I stand corrected. You are the second weirdest creature I've ever met in all my travels.
I need to level up my game, is what I'm hearing. Yes.
Please no. Rigitic makes me so profoundly uncomfortable that I do my best to only have our meetings set to a 5-minute timer.
That is a good point, Grizz.
Yes.
Rizic.
Yes.
Rizic. Have you met any of these other kind? Are they equally strange, or?
No, I can't say that I have.
Awful.
Yeah, Rizic's people are very rare. I can't say that I've ever met another one.
Okay.
Even in the Astral Sea, I couldn't even tell you which world Rizic is from. It's never shared that with me. Bastard. Been friends for 250 years at this point.
Do you know if Rizic has like another one of his species in one of his samples?
I've never asked, nor will I ever ask, because the answer, I suspect, will be added to the list of my recurring nightmares.
That's a horrifying thought, Harry. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I need to sit down.
Do you need to do a piss? Because I've got a great idea for it.
I think I might just like chew on this below average carrot.
Now that we have our bags of holding, I would advise not to piss in the bags of holding, since we all have access to the bags of holding, and I don't want to get a pan full of piss.
And then imagine if the bagman, you could annoy the bagman if we did pee.
He's not in there anymore. But there is a fun fact. Niles, do Aarakocra and Owlin piss? The answer is no. Owlin and Aarakocra, if they're birds, only produce one excrement, which is like a guano kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And it contains both poo and pee in one go.
It's very efficient.
Very efficient.
idea.
They combine it into one. It's a mixture.
Is that
of
what the
both.
white stuff is? Like
That's the urea. That's the same stuff that's in our urine.
Depends on how like anatomical we want to be with the.
This is really broken Dave's mind tonight. Mate, you're playing in one of my campaigns. We're going
Is
to
it
be
like?
anatomical.
Are we
and
talking
science.
like bird head and like a mermaid situation where it's like
No. You're a
human
bird who's
top.
evolved. You're a bird who's evolved into a humanoid form.
Right. So I still have all of my.
You have a cloaca.
You're a bird that evolved to stand upright, and I was like, Brandon, that's how all birds.
It's how all birds are. Yeah. You're just a very large bird, Niles, with an extra set of arms.
Thank you very much for the clarification.
Does that mean when a bird poops on you, it's also peeing on you?
Exactly right. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Birds only have one hole that stuff comes out of, called the cloaca.
Wow.
Yeah. I only learned about the cloaca last time when you mentioned it, and now I've learned something else about it. So I'm
just happy to
fascinated.
share all the knowledge that has to live rent free in my
This is
head.
the stuff that you teach you in primary school.
You have a cloaca, Dave, in your heart.
That's a valve. That's a valve. It's different, Brandon. That's a valve.
It's basically a cloaca.
No, it's not. It's not the same at all. There are valves all throughout your body.
In your heart.
Oh wow.
It's closer to that. You're more correct that time around than you are with the cloaca.
Owen's just trying to advance the story, and we're just talking about how much piss could go in a bag of holes.
I'll just keep throwing out bad medical terminology, and Owen's just like, no.
I take the bait every time. If you bait me with bad science,
Misinformation.
I will every single time. I'm like a fucking like groper with like the worm on the hook every time. I'm like, no, I will take
I'm
that
the
every
JFK,
single
and you're just every person that's
Give me bad science and I will correct you. I cannot stop myself. It is a problem. Please help. As you make your way over to the teleportation circle, Griswold kicking you out of his office, having a very important meeting he has to get to, which is going and delivering the hammer to Sinmare, to the giants. As you make your way over to the teleportation circle, you can see, Grimm, that Griswold has set this up inside what probably was once some sort of storage cabinet, but has been converted into a teleportation like holding bay. Griswold has expanded part of this room, opened up so that it's a bit nicer. There's some like windows looking out to the sunshine, and rather than doing chalk or paint, he has actually cast into the ground metal runes so that this teleportation circle cannot be disrupted. It is very, very well made and designed to last. Griswold strikes you as the sort of person who makes plans that last centuries rather than a few decades. When he does something, he does it to last a while. As you step onto the teleportation circle, Grimm, you have the book in front of you with all the sigils that you need to cast. Where would you like to go? The whole of Nostea is open to you.
Okay, so if I'm just looking at
Where can I find a pissman?
where is the pissman? Guys, so we were going to. I did write those names down, didn't I? Did I write down those names? The places?
Skostal is the capital of Northguard, if that's where you were planning on heading. If you were planning on heading any Skostal, yeah. That's
I
what
believe
teleportation
it was Northguard we're going, right? Skostal. If I'm correct.
I think so. Unless you're planning on landing us on another island with a kraken.
Well, if we do want a little journey, I don't mind going on an excursion. I'm feeling rather confident this time. I've sat down with Griswold. He's shown me the runes. I'm pretty certain I can get us there. 95% sure.
Pretty certain? Like, what percentage-wise? What are we talking here?
95, I'd say. Very certain. Unless I get bumped midway, then maybe we'll get on an excursion. But I feel pretty good about this. I'll show you how I can do this now as I begin to cast the incantation to go to Skosal. And just the way I sort of picture when I've used my teleportation magic, it's more the sense of like purple skeletal ghosts or zombies crawling in from the outside to the center of the teleportation circle, and as they start getting closer, it's like they explode, and then skeletons leap out outside the zombies into people. So it's like this like a cacophony of exploding corpses that encapsulate you.
Can I give you an alternative? Can I give you an alternative that's not going to give me nightmares? Spectral bones rise up around, forming this like portal network above you, Grimm, and skeletal hands reach down and pull you into the portal. And you emerge inside, and this like, rather than having like exploding bodies enter you and then explode.
It's just like it's like these bloated zombies crawling from the outside inwards, and they explode skeletons at you. I just thought,
I'm sorry, what?
It's not that scary.
Worse.
You say
It's way worse.
Zombies that explode skeletons. Wow, that's amazing.
Okay, I could go for like a Conquer's Bad Fur Day,
hear-
like a big like skeletal hand that comes out and picks you up and goes. Ah. Okay, that sounds pretty cool too. I do like Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Or even if you wanted to have like the bones around the ground begin to like these spectral bones and hands pull up and begin to drag you down into the portal below, and then you emerge on the other side, like rising up from this like spectral boneyard that's summoned Grimm.
I do love that feeling of like being dragged down. Yeah. It's like as so above, so below sort of feeling.
Yeah,
a bit of Baphomet, right, for people who know who you know.
Yeah.
Niles hates that. But
as all of you receive a brand new mental trauma that you can work through in future sessions with your guild psychologist, as skeletal hands begin to rise up and grab onto you, dragging you down into the portal. At this point, you don't know whether or not the spell is working. Grimm is currently, there's like a cloak of bones rising from his shoulders. You can see he's like floating in the air. He has now 6 arms, 2 of them made from bones that have assembled around him. A skull in a crown is hovering above his head.
Well,
this spectral
wherever
crown.
we're going now, by all means, good luck to you all.
Oh, yeah, this is not how I wanted things to go.
No, guys, this is fine, guys. Just don't worry about it.
Just let it happen.
Eyes roll back in head.
There is the sensation. There is the sensation of movement, of this horrifying darkness, this oppressive cold for a few seconds, and falling. You feel your stomach rise, and then all of a sudden, light begins to shine through once again as your eyes. You blink against this sudden light as you rise up in somewhere far colder than you were a moment ago. The room that you find yourselves in is this large stone chamber. The walls are bare and stark. The warmth of the guild that you had enjoyed before is now replaced with this harsh stone. What was it? What did you forget, Lyra?
Well, weather gear.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
It's okay. Warm weather
Oopsie
gear.
poopsie.
You're literally heading up to the Arctic. I did ask a few times, is there anything else you'll need for your journey north?
Are we going to but we're going to Northguard, the town, aren't we?
Northguard is the series of islands that sort of are right at the top of Oshia. Skostal is the main town. There's a few others around it that are sort of scattered, but Skostal is the main town or city on Northguard. It's Northguard's made up of about 9 different islands.
You can buy culturally appropriate clothing in there. So
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The chamber that you arrive in is this bare stone walls, far larger than the room that you've just left. You can see there are no windows. Instead, hanging from a few hooks that have been slammed, these dark iron nails that have been slammed into the stone, these woven woolen, almost like tapestries, strange patterns, swirls, angled lines, jagged edges, forming these patterns woven out of wool. A lot of earthy colours, browns, whites, greys and greens. And as the teleportation magic finishes and the light begins to fade around Grimm, you watch as the skeletal crown disappears, the bones begin to retreat as you as the skeletons begin to move back into the ground. Grimm, as your magic finalizes, you may mark off the spell slot for teleportation circle. But as you all arrive in Northguard, it is cold, even inside. You can hear the sound of voices coming from a room beyond. In front of you, there is only one door to this enormous stone chamber. 2 massive wooden double doors, carved with what look like depictions of animals. Totemic and stylized, but animals nonetheless, recognizable as elks, foxes, wolves, bears, as well as some birds, eagles, what look like some sort of geese or puffin. Yeah. You can see etched into the, carved into the stone are these beautiful, beautiful designs. And the sound of voices coming from the door beyond sounds like 2 voices arguing quite angrily. For those of you who have a passive perception of 14 or higher, you can hear the wind outside howling against the stone, the rattle of what sounds like wood or tile on roof. It sounds like there's a storm currently outside.
Well, it's a safe trip. I'm glad we all made it and made it.
No krakens.
And pretty fucking cold, guys.
Don't worry. Yeah.
We didn't consider. Yeah, I mean, I can rough my feathers up a little, get a bit more insulated, but this is yeah.
I've seen birds do that before. Can we ruffle under your feathers with you for warmth? Like I've seen them do that to X. Is that something that people do?
That's so demeaning, but sure. I suppose it's a survival situation.
In survival is what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking like I don't have much to give in the way of warmth. I'm mostly skin and bones. I like to think that I go into your feathers and because I'm so thin, I basically just disappear.
Oh
it's
my!
Just a head
Where have you gone?
Top.
Oh god!
No, I'm here. I pop out with the other side of your feathers, on the other shoulder. Like, I'm over here now. Sorry. I'm over here now.
That's concerning.
I'm very elusive with my new hat as I pull my hood back over my head.
Oh.
I like to think I'm very sneaky now.
He likes to think that.
Inconspicuous, my friend.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Can we hear what's happening on the other side of the door?
Sounds like two voices arguing, a man and a woman from the sounds of things, both talking quite animatedly, but the sounds are muffled from the door. You can't quite make out what they're saying.
Can I mage hand and just creak the door a little bit?
Yeah, as soon as you sort of go to push with the mage hand, the door swings. It is well oiled. It doesn't creak. Clearly, this is a well-maintained part of whatever this room is that you're in, whatever this structure is. And as the door opens, you begin to hear the voices far more clearly. It is too dangerous. We cannot go out like this. Ships are frozen in the harbour. It will not be too long before the sea freezes over itself and we are trapped here. We need to send word. We don't have any spellcasters, Klaus. They all went off to try and stop the cold. They never returned. This is unnatural. I don't know how we can get help. We have to do something, damn it! The sound of something heavy thumping into wood.
Spellcasters.
Yeah, I think.
Anyone else here also a spellcaster of sorts? Lyra, I've seen you shimmer your staff before. Shillelagh or something, I imagine.
I can also do a thing or two every now and again, and I will yeah, I can just do some spells. Actually, I'm not going to show anything.
I can punch really well.
That's basically a spell, but of physical ability. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, hardly 3, by the sounds of it there. Harry, can you cast anything?
Harry doesn't want to tell Grimm, to be honest.
Why?
Okay.
Why would you want to keep that from your new friend? Your hungry new friend.
We shook hands. We had a good firm handshake. We're best friends.
Oh yeah, who knows? Maybe. That's very fun.
I think, sort of with that, glancing back at the others, and then just sort of like with sort of a quicker flick of the wrist, trying to sort of cast shape water to create like an insulating barrier for just something against the cold. Like I really didn't think this through. I think Lyra's just sort of gonna walk out towards the people that don't seem hostile.
The room you step out into is far larger and more magnificent than you probably were picturing as you stepped out into this stone chamber. You can see that it is a long hall. The stone that has been used to create the lower wall stretches at least 100 feet away from you. The chamber you're walking out from looks like it is off to the side. Towards your left, the room continues for about 20 feet and then another 80 feet on the right, this sort of long hall that you've stepped out into. The roof is made of wood and you can see almost like the overturned hull of a ship above you. The ceiling, this vast cavernous arch ceiling high above. Hanging at regular intervals are enormous chandeliers, all of them burning with this soft, almost bluish light. You can see that it is clearly magical. There are no candles set, and the light that is given off is not warm. To make up for that, set at either end of the hall are the largest hearths you have ever seen, easily 60 feet wide, taking up the entire wall on the far east and west of this structure. Fire burns and rages behind a metal grill, and you can see huge amounts, piles of logs on either side to feed the hungry flames. A massive table stretches down the center, and you can see that it is currently occupied by a number of people sitting, drinking quietly, eating as they sit. Right in front of you, where you have stepped out from, you can see an older man. Looks to be human or maybe half-elf. It's kind of hard to see from where you are with his back to you. His hair is very curly, wrapped up around him, and you can see he wears an enormous fur coat, this white fur bundled up around his head, the coat stretching down towards the ground. Looks like some sort of skin, possibly even bear or maybe a very large wolf. Powerfully built with a large great axe strapped to his back. He is almost the antithesis of the figure in front of him. Very small, very slight, looking a little bit older, probably in her 50s, maybe 60s. You can see a half-elf woman. Streaks of grey mark her here. So 50 or 60 if she was human. Half-elf, she could be like 120 hard to say.
Okay.
Streaks of grey sort of move through her hair. Her skin is this almost whitish blue with a faint tinge of pink at her cheeks. And you can see her hair is this silvery white stretching back. Her eyes, beautiful ice blue. She's dressed in these very, very elegant flowing robes, but she's quite short, maybe like 5'2", 5'3". Not much taller than you, Lyra. And you would immediately recognize her, Lyra, as half Winter Eladrin.
Now that is interesting. Because Lyra is also currently Winter Eladrin.
Are you? So does your...
Did
we
it
didn't
change
talk about this
after
the long rest.
Oh, you shifted.
I intended doing it slightly before then, but we literally didn't have a long rest. Sort of after the Aarakocra incident.
Yeah. So should I change your artwork? How much does your form shift with your Eladrin seasons? That's up to you. Not every Eladrin completely changes.
Yeah, not too much. Whereas sort of like previous sort of coloring was sort of very autumnal, oranges and reds. I think it sort of takes more of a desaturated sort of hue, sort of like you're sort of looking at sort of through a bit of a snowstorm kind of thing.
Okay. So the orange
similar coloring
kind of fades a bit. Even the eyes a bit less green, a bit more aqua maybe, as a bit of blue comes in.
Yeah.
Cool. And the skin takes on these little patches of like colder, this whiter coloration with a light
almost
bluish
blue
tinge.
sort of hues maybe even coming through.
Yeah, perfect. Very good. I'm pleased we touched on that. That is potentially important. As soon as you step through, you watch as the woman's eyes go wide. You just came from the teleportation circle. How did you know we were? You watch as she strides forwards, rushing towards you. The man who is with her turns as well, and you can see that he is definitely human. Large, jagged scar running down the right-hand side of his face. One of his eyes is a gaping socket. There is no eye left at all, but the wound looks to be very, very old. You can see the claw marks look very much like a bear has taken a chunk out of the side of his face. He has a beard, mostly sort of patchy where the scars are, quite full and thick on the left-hand side of his face. And as he turns around, you watch as he immediately reaches for the axe, sees you, and lets go as he begins to stride forward as well. The woman rushes up, sort of looking to all of you, going, how did you know that we were in trouble? Where have you come from? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Where are my manners?
Sends its regards.
The Tempest Guild. I am so sorry. I have been very rude. Welcome. While you are under our roof, you will suffer no ill, feel no chill of the cold, feel only the warmth of our hearth. As she places a hand over her heart and bows very, very deeply. Some sort of cultural thing, you think?
Hey, hopefully close there too, my friend. Didn't really approach the cold that well.
She gives you a little bit of a look, maybe expecting a different response, not getting it, and then sort of moving on.
Could Lyra sort of have tried to sort of infer what was expected, like, and sort of returns the bow, and it's something like with great thanks, we sort of appreciate you, sort of.
Do you want to make me an insight, or I would even say a history check, Lyra?
Insight.
May I join in on this as well? Like,
I'm going to assist. I was like
advantage.
kind of scanning around and seeing what else he can defer from the location that they're in.
Yeah. 13. 11 and 13. We'll take the 13.
23.
Grimm, 23. This is an ancient... the words have changed a little bit, but this is actually an old Fae welcome. The Fae are tricksy, and so a lot of power is in words that are used when Fae speak to each other. Inviting someone inside your home, you are giving them power as well as taking power over them. And so that greeting is meant as a way of binding yourself to not abuse that power while a guest is in your home. The correct response from your studies, Grimm, this is a different version of it. It's clearly changed from what you've heard. Maybe this is an old custom that they've had since before. You know, the elves come from the Feywilds. You're an elf yourself. Maybe this strain of Eladrin here in the north have kept this tradition going. The correct response, if you were the Fey in the Feywilds or in the Old Elvish, would be to say, "I shall be a guest for as long as you permit. I shall stay my hand, eat of your food, drink of your drink, and entertain you with my tales." Is the full response. You're not sure exactly how that would go. It's clearly changed a bit, but that is the official response, as if you would give it formally.
I would say that, I welcome. We, as I'm sort of like trying to say I, and then I'm like every time I can say I'm like we, this, such like that, and we thank you for your hospitality, most gracious of you to keep us. Apologies for the intrusion.
No, it is most welcome.
As she smiles, this broad, beaming smile at you, Grimm.
We're in a bad spot here. I'm so pleased you came. How did you know? Did one of our messages get to you?
All right, look, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I don't know much about the messages, but what is the situation? You guys do seem to be in a bit of a state.
Of course. I am Macy. This is Klaus. Let me take you through what has happened.
Cassius.
Please come and sit.
No.
We introduce ourselves. It's all good. I'm happy to say, like, from now on, if you guys go, we introduce ourselves. Otherwise, I mean, every time you meet new NPCs, we'll go through it again and again.
No, we do it every time.
Exactly. She takes you over, sits you down at the table. You can see some food is brought over. The room where once there was a gentle susurrus, people politely talking and trying to pretend they couldn't overhear Klaus and Macy talking to each other. Now it has been replaced with a hush as everyone looks towards you, as the hall is suddenly quiet, eerily quiet, as everyone listens to what you all have to say. As you sit down, there is food and drink in front of you: breads, cheeses, meats, as well as some ales. What smells like some sort of sweet, maybe a honey wine, a mead or a mellow mel, like a fruit mead, is put in front of you, as well as a big pitcher of water. And as Klaus sits down, you watch as he reaches out, grabs a large piece of bread and breaks it into exactly the number of pieces that there are for you and him and Macy, and passes one to each of you before taking a moment in front of it and then digging in with gusto.
Also take
Harry offers a carrot.
One of your sad carrots?
Yeah.
Roll me a D100.
Harry offers a carrot to everyone.
Maybe they can't get carrots here.
To everyone?
Wait, what's up with these carrots? What's the context?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll a D100 8 times, Dave.
So for context, Jared, the back in Oxenford, Harry picked up a horn of plenty, I think it was. But it's broken.
A broken.
Well, that was a
horn of plenty.
2.
Oh, it's broken.
Oh, so close. So we've got 16, 61, 61, 96, 47, 35, a 2, and a 95. Harry hands out slightly old carrots to each person.
I've made a new friend, so I suppose I'll.
Harry,
I have no reason to trust it, so I'll just take a big nice bite.
When did you pick this up?
Oh, it was in the bargain bin down at house.
Oh,
It was a bargain bin?
I didn't see that. A bargain bin. Oh,
Yeah, it was like a bin of junk that they had just priced to go because there was pretty much junk, and I found this thing in it.
It was priced, right?
Can I cast mending on my carrot? Make it see?
Nothing happens.
Oh no.
It was a priced item, right, Harry?
I think
He was what? Sorry.
It was a priced item, right? You paid money for it?
I like to think if it wasn't a bargain bin, Harry would have paid for it.
It was in a bin of like rejected items that Howes didn't really know what to do with, like junk, essentially.
You watch Niles like takes a bite of the carrot and he's like, and then he like will grab his alchemy jug and be like, need a little bit of maybe a bit of vinegar, bit of a vinaigrette might be nice.
Bit of oil, bit of balsamic.
Oil on there.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. You could do it. Yeah. That's a bit more palatable.
It's slightly no side effects in the last hour that I've eaten them.
Oh.
It does take up to 2 hours of food poisoning, was my understanding.
Anyway.
Not if you're a rabbit.
I'm sorry, our friends here are in distress. We should probably refer back to our new friends here.
It's no bother. The storm.
No, I insist. We're talking about limp carrots. It's fine. I think you have more pressing matters to tend to.
We're easily distractible.
The storm from the north. A vast cloud began to spread from over the ice shelf. Bitter cold. It was meant to be getting warmer, but the weather began to drop. The temperature getting colder and colder and colder. The sun disappearing behind this layer of thick cloud, and then the winds picked up. Icy winds blowing from the far north. The whole town, the whole harbour's been shut down. We can't get boats out. The seas are too rough, and the latest report from the scouts up at the lighthouse on the northern bend, the peninsula, say that the sea ice is freezing over. The ocean's freezing over itself. They claim they can see waves frozen in place, like they've been stopped mid-strike or something. I've never seen anything like this.
Have you seen any frost giants about?
I did not want to point the finger at the giants, but about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5, a vast longship sailed not too far, right between the middle of the islands. Crew of, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 frost giants. We sent a boat out to meet with them, to check if there was anything we could offer. They were cordial enough, said they were headed home. That was the last we saw of them.
Does
It's
it
just
seem
that
magical of sorts? Like this change in weather sounds rather like a powerful magic caster is potentially an enemy of yours.
I at first,
Sorcerers, gods, anyone.
well, we've prayed to the gods that we recognise here. Been no answer. We thought at first maybe it was just unseasonal weather, but as time went on, we did begin to suspect magic. We have a few druids and sorcerers here, as well as a resident wizard. They made their way up towards the lighthouse to see if they could erect some sort of barrier or something. I'm not quite sure how the spell worked. That was 3 days ago. We haven't seen them since, and it's too dangerous to send people out into the storm. We were gathering together a group, potentially, see if we could find what happened to them. Did they make it? Are they trapped there? Something ill befallen them.
You watch as Klaus at this point grumbles and leans forward. We must act before it is too late, before we are frozen beneath this power of ice. I volunteer. I will lead a group. We will make our way. You would be most welcome to come.
With that, because while we do come off the Tempest Guild, it was Sinmare, the princess of the Storm Giant, and I guess, well, currently all of the giants that did send us up this way to see if we could give aid where we could.
You
in
sent by
reference
the
to sort of
giants?
potential conflicts with the ice giants, yeah.
We're rather isolated up here at the north end of the world. We generally get news late. Aarakocra Messenger Tower was shut down for maintenance, but it's been abandoned.
Oh, interesting. So there are no
when
Messenger
the weather...
Guild presence here?
Only old Tony. But he's not really a member of the Messenger Guild. He sort of does odd jobs for them. He's not an Aarakocra. Human who works with the Messenger Tower, does repairs for them. I think his adopted mother... It's a long story. I'll let him tell it.
I might have to have a chat with this old Tony. It's rare for humans to be involved in the Messenger Guild, but
there's a
completely
tale
unheard of.
there. His mother died when he was young, and his father remarried an Aarakocra.
Oh,
So his adopted mother was an Aarakocra.
oh.
Does he fly?
No,
Does he
he's
deliver?
a human.
Okay, wasn't too sure.
Shoot Grimm and glance like.
I'm picturing a man that's
You did
just
hear-
like,
you did hear the
wings
adopted
he just
part.
made.
Right? You heard the adopted stepmother part, right? It's like she's not his biological mother.
I wasn't too sure. Maybe I wasn't sure if he could cast fly or he made contraptions or something. I was interested.
In any case, your situation is quite grave, but rest assured, we're here to investigate and do our best. The return of the giants to Nostere has had some unforeseen consequences on us. We've dealt with similar situations in the south. Fire giants returned and caused volcanic activity, which was a bit unfortunate to some of the settlements in the shattered isles, the shattered islands.
You don't say.
It could be a similar situation if the giants are doing what they were doing down in the south. If the frost giants are dabbling in a similar magic, or I don't know what the frost giants would be necessarily doing, but it could be a similar situation.
I don't believe this was deliberate. They seemed so cordial. There was a coldness to them, if you'll excuse the term.
Maybe to be expected.
There was a distance they kept when we went out to greet them. Klaus, you were on the boat?
I was. They were quiet, reserved. I would have guessed in mourning, or if I had to put money on it. But they were friendly enough, cordial. Told us that they
Mourning?
there's a sadness to them, quietness, like I spent time around sailors. Superstitious lot, most of them. You can tell when something's wrong on a ship. There was something wrong in this one. They were quiet. No joking, no laughing, no talking. All the time I swear I could feel this like vibration in my chest, like a low hum, like singing, but lower than what I could hear. Came away with a eerie sense of melancholy. It's the only way to describe it.
This is a strange question, and you may not know the answer to this, but did any of the giants that you interacted with on the ship, they have something like this in them at all?
Most of them, I would say, if not all of them.
Okay. Interesting. Good to know.
Well, I mean, we're definitely here to sort of help investigate, and if you're putting together a party, or just willing to sort of lead us to where your last known contact was, sort of your previous party, we're definitely here to give a helping hand where we can.
You seem to know these lands well, Klaus. A guide in this north will be useful.
Fourth generation Northguard. Been here my whole life. Stayed on most of the islands at different times.
Then we are in safe hands, then.
Well, can't say that, but do my best to keep you from freezing to death in the cold. You lot are not well dressed enough for this. Have you got some magics protecting you or something?
I got mage armor. I don't think that will help me much either. Something warmer, perhaps.
Yes.
If you do have wares that we might be able to purchase, we planned for many things, and the weather completely slipped our minds.
I'm
also rather poor right now, but I'm happy to do an IOU if that works for you guys.
My training does involve me dealing with the elements, but I am beginning to feel a little cold, yes.
You watch as Klaus holds up his hands. Your guests under our roof, you've been welcomed by Macy. You'll not pay for any cloak, nor food, nor drink while you're in our halls. Your comfort is our privilege to provide. And if you're coming with me to help check on our people, cost of a cloak is nothing compared to the lives of our men and women and children. No, you'll not pay. We have items.
We will prove that for sure.
Nearby or anything, or
is there a what? Sorry.
Is there like a window or anything nearby where I can see outside?
The windows to the hall are all covered by these same woolen tapestries, Grimm, that you saw in the teleportation room. But unlike the ones that were dangling from the wall, these have been nailed in multiple places to seal up the windows with wool.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was going to see if I could look outside and see what it's like, but that makes sense.
If I might be able to ask, I hate to say we couldn't help but overhear your conversation just before we walked through the door about the messages not getting through.
I was rather loud, wasn't I? Apologies, Macy, I did not mean to raise my voice to you. And he lowers his head.
No bother.
I'm not sure how much additional help we might be able to get on short notice, but were there any other messages that were urgent to get out? I have a limited amount of magic that I can use to sort of send a message back to the guild, but if I can, I'm happy to see if they can pass a message on.
Well, if you're able to use the teleportation circle, all we wanted to do was make sure that there was a spellcaster who could come and work the circle. If we need to evacuate, the only way out, now that the harbour's frozen over, the only way out is the circle behind you. And we've got enough wood for a number of days, possibly weeks, but if this storm goes on for much longer, we're going to begin to eat through our food supplies. Water's easy to come by, we can melt the snow, but yeah, food and wood is all that's keeping us from freezing to death. We just needed to make sure we had an exit, a spellcaster who could use the teleportation circle. But you lot clearly can't, so I don't think there's anything more we need, as long as you can come back, as long as nothing happens to you.
Well, that was my thinking. If we do get waylaid in the north, dealing with whatever threat this is, we do run the risk of keeping your spellcaster here, away from the circle.
I have an idea. I can send Mira a message to say, if you don't hear back from us in how many days? Why would you say on the safe side or cautious side?
We've got a week's worth of food for the moment, and we haven't even brought everyone in from the outer village. This is just those who are from the farmlands, from some of the nearby towns who are staying in the hall tonight. The village itself has not been evacuated, but I mean, if we brought in supplies and had everyone here, I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks we could go before things started to get a bit desperate.
Let's go with a week. And so I'm sort of penning out like a sort of a 25-word message with a sending stone to Mira, and thinking, Northguard is in dire straits. No teleportation users. If you don't hear from us in a week, send teleportation user to evacuate town, please. 25 on the dot.
There is a response from Mira.
Understood. If there is no response, we shall send to evacuate. Stay safe.
I can't reply, but
are there
sending
any
good vibes back.
Is this the only settlement that we should be concerned about? There aren't any others out in the tundra that need to be evacuated earlier?
No, I mean, there are others on other islands. We've already evacuated Shagons, the settlement to the north. Stone Across is not too far from here, maybe a day or two's walk. We haven't yet had to evacuate them. They're slightly further south, but if this weather continues, I was planning on sending a few lads over and letting them know to come here.
Maybe worthwhile if this is the staging point for an evacuation. If you are able to get word out to some of the other settlements to bring their people here, it would be useful. We could certainly, Mira's contact would be able to help us.
I think that's probably wise. I'll see if I can round up some of the lads. Well, tell you what, if you lot are happy to accompany Klaus, we had a few people I was hoping would volunteer for the journey to the lighthouse, but maybe I'll see if I can get those lads to go and evacuate Stone Across.
That would be a wise choice. We can accompany Klaus to the lighthouse and let those other lads head up to warn the other settlements, perhaps.
You watch as she goes to stand, but Klaus puts a hand out and gently touches her forearm.
You can't go, Macy. You can't go with them. You got to stay here, all right?
You watch as she looks down and pats his hand.
These are my people, Klaus. My words.
They need a leader here. It's a noble thing to want to go and round up the others, but do you have any other leaders in this building, in this location?
Those that you trust?
That people would follow?
He watches both Klaus and Macy look at each other for a moment. A look passes between them. And Klaus slowly lets go of her arm. She nods and then turns and walks away without saying anything else. Klaus sort of leans back on the table. She's always done as she's willed. Your words are true. I agree with them. There is no other leader. Macy's in charge. She commands. I follow.
Can I do a bit of an insight to sort of see, one like, is sort of like what he was sort of saying, like, he's sort of the follower, legit, but also, do I get the vibe if Macy is still planning on, sort of leaving the building?
Yeah, absolutely. Insight check sounds perfect. 10.
What are these rolls?
Macy's not going anywhere.
Not
no clue who's in charge. It seems like some sort of shared chieftain or leadership between the two of them, Lyra. You watch as Klaus nods. Right, well, grab yourselves a bite to eat. If you've got rations, good. If you don't, pack them. We'll head out in an hour. There's one more volunteer. I'll just go check if he's still keen to come with us.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Outlander. Came through not too long before the storms began to get worse. Not too sure about him. Seems like a capable enough fellow.
Did you say where he was coming from? You said he was an outlander, but surely he hails from a city or some location.
Didn't share. Not my business to pry.
Fair
Versailles,
enough.
his name is. We'll check on him.
Oh.
With that, you watch as Klaus stands, begins to head towards the far end of the room. He leans over a table with a figure, their back to you. Tall figure. Looks to be a man, probably in his 30s or 40s. But probably more 30s, judging by his sort of appearance. Long, wavy mullet, and as he stands and turns towards you, you can see that he has a very light moustache across his lips, quite tan skin, and he's wearing quite a loose-fitting gi, not too dissimilar to your monk outfit, Niles. Not too dissimilar at all. And as he stands, you watch as he gives a bit of a smile towards Klaus. You see these two very prominent canine teeth glinting in the light as he smiles at Klaus and nods, and then begins to make his way over to you. His eyes this slightly dull orange colour. That is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. This is a community-summoned NPC from Obscenities, Messai. I've just been looking for the best time to bring them in. This particular chapter seemed the most appropriate.
Whoa.
Messy?
Messai. Actually, that's a good question. I've assumed it's pronounced Messai, M-E-S-S-I. So my initial takeaway was Messai, but maybe it is messy.
It might be messy.
Might be
Lionel.
messy.
It's Lionel Messi, same way, yeah.
It could be messy. We'll find out. Find out when Obscenities messages me to let me know. I will retcon that if required. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is where we will wrap up for tonight. We will be back next week with Cosmere on Monday, Tales from the Yawning Portal on Tuesday, and more Return of the Giants on Wednesday. And in between, to keep you entertained, not only do we have new episodes of Pokemon Legends ZA, I've also got a new episode of Bard to the Bone, our multiplayer Bard playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. We called this episode that we've just recorded the House of Griefing. You know, like when you grief in Minecraft or things like that, when you do things. Because really at this point, the bards, we're all full level. We're just bullying everything that we come across. It's so bad. Like the Band of the Mystic Scoundrel as a warlock swords bard is just like, it's bad. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze it.
Bush.
That was a big one. I
Bless
caught the
you.
microphone just in time. Thank you. I feel blessed. Yeah, man. Like the Band of the Mystic Scoundrel is a bard with Pact of the Blade and Hexblade Warlock and Swords Bard is just, it's so wrong. It's like booming blade, then 2 more attacks, and then you get to viciously mock at the end of it. It's just insane damage. I thoroughly recommend it. Best fun. All right, let's go and raid a lovely friend of the channel. Let's go and raid Ruinous Paths. They are doing their Shadow of the Dragon Queen. I think we should go and give them a bit of a raid. It's been a while since we raided Ruinous Paths, so let me get that raid across.
Hell yeah.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Remember to summon the skeletal minions by pressing the like button. Have them claw their way up your body by leaving a comment, and then drag you down into the underground with the subscribe button. Perfect. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you all next time. Until then, stay safe, stay well. See you guys soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys.